Welcome to the top tips to build a successful children's yoga business. I'm Lorraine Rushton, founder of Zenergy Yoga, and after building my own successful yoga business, I've helped hundreds of graduates do the same. So if you're looking to build a business that impacts lives, or you want to combine your love of yoga and your love of children, but you're unsure of how to go about it, or maybe you want to increase your income from teaching, the most common question from Zenergy graduates is, how do I take what I know and grow a business? Once you've learned how to teach classes to kids and teens, the next stage is how to package, market, and fill your classes, how to approach schools, how to develop programs and what to charge. You see, many people do their kids' teacher training course and they feel inspired to go out and teach and impact the world, but not many people know how to create a successful business doing it. And that's because it takes a different set of skills to build a business than it does to be an awesome kids yoga teacher. So that you can be both, here are my 4 best tips to get you started. Number 1, get your messaging right. The most common mistake I see with marketing for children's yoga classes is that it leads with yoga for kids. This is the marketing message that's only effective for people who are already interested in yoga for their children. So switch your messaging. Your messaging must start with what yoga provides for their kids. For example, happy, calm, confident children. You know, the audience that's really interested in happy, calm or confident kids is much bigger than the audience that's already decided that they're interested in yoga for their children. So when marketing your classes, make your flyers or talking to parents and schools, your posts on Facebook, always target your messaging to the outcome of the class and what they want, what the audience wants for the children. My second tip is know your ratios. To fill your classes or book courses into schools, it's important that you understand the work that's required to get the results that you're looking for. So often I hear children's yoga teachers saying things like, I've tried and I can't get into schools. So when I ask them, well, how many schools did you talk to? They say something like 6. Well, this just tells me they don't have a relationship with what it takes to grow a business. A more accurate way of thinking would be maybe to get into one school, I probably have to have 3 schools that are interested. To get the 3 schools interested, I probably have to speak to 9. To have 9 talk to me, I probably have to have or identify 27 schools. The ratio is going to depend on your marketing approach though. It might be with 27 phone calls or 100 emails or 1,000 flyers to get 1 student into your class, depending on how you're distributing it. Number 3 tip would be treat it like a business. Although you're pursuing your passion for teaching kids and impacting lives, you mustn't forget the business side, because without children in your classes or schools to teach in, you're not impacting any lives. So it's going to take business planning, financial planning, marketing strategy, and all the other elements required to run a really successful business. Very often as yogis, this is an area that we don't have a lot of knowledge or expertise in. I know I didn't when I first started my business over 20 years ago. So set yourself up with a learning mindset. Go to classes, go to courses, find a great business mentor or a coach or people who know how to do this really well. And number 4, let go of limiting beliefs. If you want to build a successful children's yoga business, this is the time to let go of any limiting beliefs, thoughts of, I can't, I'm not good enough, I don't know enough. The typical yogi saying, well, if it's meant to be, it'll happen. It's quite simple. If you don't do the work, it definitely won't happen. It's time to switch your mindset, being accountable, because you have the power to build a successful business. There's a brilliant quote I love. If it's to be, it's up to me. It's through your dedication, do the work, your accountability that will lead to full classes or not. These steps may seem simple and obvious, but stick with them over time because they work. I've seen this for myself and the countless Zenergy graduates from the business leadership course that we run at Zenergy Yoga. One of our graduates recently went from 0 classes a week to 50 classes a week in schools in just 6 months, and you can have this too. If your purpose and passion is to impact lives through yoga, You want to quit your job, you want to be a children's yoga teacher. You want to take what you've learned in your yoga classes out into the world while having a profitable income, then learning business skills and working on your self-belief is going to be key. Find a mentor who's got the knowledge how to build a business, who believes in you, who's as invested and excited as you about creating that business, who's got the knowledge of running studios and getting into schools. You're welcome to join us at our next business leadership course intake, and I really hope that you do. Or follow these steps, which I hope have been really helpful to get you started on impacting many little lives.